Well, it's about 9 in the morning, middle of February, and we're getting ready to set up for doing the seedlings. So, got to move the truck, got to get the tractor out of the barn, and what we're going to do is Carol's going to start not transplanting. Whoops, get you up here where you can see. We're not going to start transplanting, but she's going to start seeding, and we'll do that probably at noontime or after. But right now, she wants to put the seeding box in, and we'll get that done here right off. This is amazing though. Look at the snow's all melting. I'll tell you, and I didn't do a good job plowing this year, as you can see. I never even plowed out my buildings, never shoveled out my shop. Even the driveway on the back side ain't plowed out. I had enough other stuff to do. I figured, you know something, I ain't gonna worry about it. So, whoop, we're locked. Yeah, I was just out there trying to open the door. Yeah. Doesn't work good when it's latched. Yeah, I guess we gotta go around from the back. Got too much shit in the way. But, ow. Put her in a higher gear here. There we go. So I don't know if you saw when I started this, I moved that chain. Nothing wrong with having a chain in here up against the door or whatever, but if you open that door and that chain lays out proud a little bit, when you slam that door, you're liable to blow that glass out. So pay attention to that if you ever have a chain on your floor. Because usually I have them kicked over against the door like that. So every time you open the door from that side, you got to push the chain back, make sure you don't hit it when you shut the door. There, so this is the box that we've got. This goes in the dining room table. That's why it's got no floor on it, because the dining room table provides the floor. So anyway, I'm gonna head on over that way. I don't know, I guess I can put you right there for now. Maybe you can get a video of it. We'll see. Oh, good. Just get on the other end, balance that. Do you want me to get your handle? Okay. Okay. Now, are you going to be good for it, or do you want to go to a chair like we usually do?
You do?
Yeah, we usually take it off a chair. Slide that chair underneath here.
I'll be good for it.
Get her up in the air. Good? You're in the hot end. Just lay it down.
I gotta go.
Come over here.
Okay.
We'll swap this in here. It's a lot easier. We should have swapped before we started. Okay, ready? You got, you're right to the end of the table down there. Perfect.
Yeah, good.
The plastic is all under. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what you want to be right there. All you got to do is take the cord out from underneath it.
Yeah.
I'll go get the 2x4s. Yeah, and that just sits here. Plants our stuff right here, or seeds that I should say. And depending on the temperature, right now we're having warm weather this year, she may not even turn the bulbs on. But if we get real cold weather, because this is a cold room, you know, the heat source is in there, which is broke down. The burn chamber in it fell apart, so we're waiting on a new one. Be here in about a week. But we got oil heat, so it's no big deal. Which actually evens out the heat more in the house than normal, so she probably won't even plug them in. But we'll put it together as if it's going to be a greenhouse, you know, we'll put the plastic on the top. And yeah, you'll see how it goes. Pretty simple. No heat on the bottom. I know a lot of people, they like to put heat on the bottom, but you know, we don't. We just have done it this way for 20 some years, you know, 27, 28 years here. So anyway, I'll bring you back. I didn't show it because it's just stapling a couple pieces of aluminum foil on, but we do this to keep the heat down in the box and won't bother the plastic that's laying on top. You know, you got to sleep with this stuff on, so that's all there is to it. Just a household stapler, just slapped a couple into it. And now we're going to put the plastic on. Let's see if we can get that plastic on. You know which end is which? Yeah. We're going right, because that side there is the one with the holes in it for the thermometer. If you want to put the thermometer in it. Yeah, that's about it right there. Now all we got to do is screw on the boards. Just need a couple of screws. Hopefully those are Phillips, yeah. I hate these ones that are designed so they do square or Phillips. Never should have allowed them to be made. I don't know, I can drop it down. Yeah, let me put that. Not even work on it. This is go. So yeah, that's all there is to it. Just a couple of cleats down there. She can fold these back at night time if it's going to be a cold night. She can fold them back, but she probably won't have to this year. Because for the next week or so, well, at least a week, we're going to be running on oil. So this room's pretty even on temperature when you run on oil. Evens the house right out. But anyway, we'll show you a little more here today when she gets going on the seeding. So this is how I ended up last night. I actually thought I took a little video of this and for some reason it didn't come out. I may not have pushed the start button, who knows. But anyway, yeah, fans run good on, that's slow speed and I can actually feel air off them on the ground here. So They're only about 10, another 12 feet above the floor, so they're up there quite a ways. Hopefully I won't hit them with a piece of wood. Anyway, today I'm not going to film a lot of it, but I'm going to take all these clapboards, I'm going to trim them back to 8 feet, and I'm going to bundle them and get this whole mess here put away. Got to get these sawhorses out. I got one there I got to unload, but yeah, I'll show you how I do it as I go along, but I'm not going to show you much of it. Well, this right here is what I'm doing this afternoon. Carol's in the house planting, and I am trimming these all down to 8 1/4 feet. That's how I sell them. This right here, when I go to package it, I'll take a foot off of this one because that defect is so far in. This one here is the same. You know, I'll take a foot off. This here I won't deduct for because they got 4 inches of clear face. And stuff like this one here, you know, I might put this in a pack. I'll wait and see how they're running. But if I do put it in a pack, I'll take out 6 inches here, 6 inches here, so they'll lose a foot on what they pay for. But if they're real smart, you know, they'll only take out about 1.5 inches and 1.5 inches. And they'll use it around windows where they can use short pieces, and they'll actually gain on scale, you know, for what they actually get to use. So it's really not that bad of a thing to have a couple defects here and there, but that one they had 2 of them, and I set it aside. There are a few others that have 2. That down there I'll take 2 feet off because they're both right real close together. And but anyway, we'll bundle them up. There's 14 to a pile, and then we take off what there is for defects, and they usually run anywhere between 102 and 110. It all depends how many I put into them and how many deductions. Anyway, that's what I'm doing. I got to stop over here. I'll show you one here how I do it. This one here is a clear 8 footer. There is a little defect right there, but the other side will give you a clear. Yeah, so this here will give you a clear on this side here. So what I do, I got a stop down there. I run it right by it. Well, you can see the snipe mark right there. So I pull it up so it'll just get rid of the snipe. And that stop is out of the way down there. So what I do is I bump it up against it. Then I come up here, let that hit. And then when you push it in, it rocks it away from the stop so it's not interfering. I don't know if I have the camera right there, but anyway, I want to pay attention. But yeah, and then I got to clear. As you can see, 4 inches to weather, that's what a 6-inch clapboard runs. They're usually 5 1/2, but I finish mine 5 5/8. Don't hurt a thing. Just gives them a little more thickness, you know. And anyway, yeah, 4 inches of clear wood all the way down through there. Nice clear clapboard. And of course, this was not. It's not quarter sawn. They're all vertical grain. As you can see, that's all a vertical grain, every one of them. You know, quarter sawn, people with band mills, you know, they'll say, oh, I found a new way to quarter saw. Well, quarter sawing is a procedure. It has nothing to do with the grain. You end up with vertical grain, and when you quarter saw, it can go down to 30-degree grain angle. So it doesn't really matter. This is actually rift sawn, and you have to go way back 150 years when they were patenting all the, what most people call a radially sawn clapboard. They say right in the descriptions, rift sawn, and then in parentheses afterwards, right in the legal documents, it will say radially sawn. So rift sawn was the technical term for radially sawn wood back in the day. Now it's been bastardized. Everybody will say, well, it's either plain sawn, quarter sawn, or rift sawn. Well, very few people actually know what rift sawn is. But this is rift sawn lumber. It's not quarter sawn. It ends up vertical grain, 100%. It's better than quarter sawn. More expensive to saw also because you lose so much sawdust. But you get a real good product. So anyway, this is what I'm doing today. I'm just going along. It's 65 in here. I get the windows open. And yeah, I got, I guess that's 2 piles. Yeah, that's 2 piles right there. So when I actually go to wrap those, because I wrap them up in paper so that they don't get dirty and dusty and all that, I'll count all the defects and deduct it off each pile. So every pile is different. But anyway, that's what I'm up to. Nothing too exciting. Carol's planting in the house. Well, it's the end of the day. Carol just went in the house at 7 o'clock, quarter after. But I did this earlier today. There's 112 lineal feet in each bundle, minus the defects. You know, that board there will take 6 inches off, even though somebody does a good careful 2-inch cut, that's all they'll lose. But we take 6 inches off for each defect that comes down into the 4-inch face. So, like this one here, even though it looks like it's got a defect in it, it's got 4 inches of good. And if you turn it over on this side, it's even better. So, and they're both sides are plain. So, yeah, this side here, this bundle has 5 feet that I took out of it. That, you know, so there's going to be 107 lineal feet in that bundle. So anyway, that's how I bundle them up. I don't have any material to bundle them with. Paper doesn't work good. You can do them in newspapers, but if you try to slide them in to store them, it rips. And I've found that, believe it or not, it's expensive, but Tyvek or Typar, whichever one you want to call it. Typar, I guess it is. Yeah, it's one of them. Anyway, that house wrap stuff, it works pretty darn good. It's tough. It'll slide on boards, so you can, you know, slide them over one another. Anyway, but that's nothing you really probably care about. But we're getting this place cleaned up. Carol was out here getting ready to do a sign, but you know, we're gonna do that, finish that tomorrow. And anyway, that's it for today. I'll show you the plants in the box in the house. So this is what Carol got done today. There's rosemary and a lot of herbs. Stuff takes a long time. And there's some over there, not a lot. But yeah, tomorrow she'll finish filling this up. And then she'll set some on top that don't need to be warm. So anyway, that's it. Keep safe, everybody. And we'll see you on the next one. Don't hesitate to hit the like button and subscribe. I'd appreciate it.